Good evening. This is a regular scheduled meeting of the Kettering City Council. Today's date is April 14, 2026. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honestly, that sounds so much better with a full house. Join me in a quick invocation. Gracious and loving God, we are grateful for this community and for the responsibility to serve it together. As the spring has begun, we give thanks for the good work that has started in our community and the spirit of cooperation that sustains it. Guide our thoughts and discussions tonight. Help us approach our work with wisdom, patience, and a shared commitment to the common good. May we all lead with humility, listen with respect, and care for one another as neighbors helping neighbors. Thank you. Next, I'd like to recognize our Miami Valley Communications and Technology Group Government Production Technician, Mr. Soproni. Thank you for your assistance in the back. Tell Evan we miss him tonight. I will call upon Vice Mayor Duval for a motion to approve the minutes from our last two meetings.
I have read both the March 10th and March 31st minutes, and I find them both in order. I move for their approval.
Second.
Motion's been moved and seconded. Any comments on those minutes?
My only comment is I like to do this in front of Jackie Fisher because she did this for years. I'm always worried I do it wrong.
Motion's been moved and seconded. With no questions, we'll call the roll and just keep moving.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Abstain.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes. Tonight we have a few proclamations and presentations, and I'd like to start with Shane Sullivan for a proclamation about Arbor Day.
So I have a proclamation here about Arbor Day, which means I speak for the trees. Thank you. Thank you. Pause for laughter. Okay. Okay, so whereas Arbor Day is a special day set aside for the planting of trees and is observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas Arbor Day calls attention to the need for conservation, I'm winded from going up the stairs, I apologize, stressing how essential it is to maintain and protect the beauty and usefulness of our natural forests, as well as the importance of the trees to conserve the land in all the area. And whereas Arbor Day in Kettering is celebrated by the planting of trees at Gentilly Nature Park, Saturday, April 18th, 2026, which is part of Kettering's annual Tree Fest activities. And whereas because the city's commitment to enhance the scenic beauty of our community, the City of Kettering was awarded the Tree City USA Growth Award by the National Arbor Day Foundation for our unwavering commitment to the planting and nurturing and celebrations of trees. And whereas America 250, Ohio will plant a white oak tree in each of its 88 counties, honoring the state's role in the nation's founding. These trees preserve local history and promote environmental stability. Gentilly Nature Park has been selected to receive Montgomery County's tree. And whereas the continuation of planting trees within our community will enhance the quality of life for all residents and add to the scenic wonders that will be enjoyed by generations to come. Now, therefore, Brian Sudduth, the mayor of the city of Kettering, Ohio, on behalf of City Council and the community, does hereby proclaim April 18th, 2026 to be Arbor Day in the city of Kettering, Ohio, and urges all citizens to recognize the importance of planting trees as the embodiment of life and for the economic and social growth of our community.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan. We'll now turn it over to Mr. Bill Sherhart from Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts to accept the proclamation.
Well, good evening, Council. Mr. Sullivan, great job speaking for the trees.
I'm proud of you. So this award actually commemorates the 43rd year in a row that the City of Kettering has been recognized by Tree City USA, by the Arbor Day Foundation, and the 9th year receiving the Growth Award. The Growth Award recognizes a higher level of tree care and community engagement during the calendar year. As Mr. Sullivan mentioned, this Saturday we will be celebrating our Tree Fest and Tree Love events. This is the 19th year of Tree Fest, which will take place over at Gentilly Nature Park, complete with tree plantings, as well as a hot dog lunch, which is very popular in Kettering. And then that afternoon, if you didn't get enough hot dogs, please make plans to join us over at Eudora Brewing Company from 1 to 5 for Tree Love, where we will have arborists and other educational experts to answer all your questions about trees in the city of Kettering. One other quick note is that the tree committee that works under the auspices of the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Advisory Board has recently launched a new program to purge the pear. And it is to address the invasive species of Callery pears throughout the city of Kettering. And so we are on a mission to remove Callery pears from our city-owned properties and encourage our residents to do the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sherhart. Mr. Sullivan. I'll now call on the Vice Mayor Duval for a proclamation for National Volunteer Week.
I'm pretty excited to read this proclamation because I have the privilege of working with Lindsay Curry, who is the manager of the volunteer services, and she's fantastic. Also, after this, when she gets up to speak, you all should know she hates it, so cheer real loud for her. Whereas National Volunteer Week was established in 1974 and has grown exponentially each year, earning the endorsement of every subsequent president of the United States, as well as governors, mayors, and other elected officials across the nation. And whereas this week provides an opportunity to recognize and thank the millions of individuals whose volunteer service strengthens our communities and improves the quality of life for all, while inspiring others to seek innovative and meaningful ways to give back. And whereas National Volunteer Week celebrates the power of volunteers to address community challenges and serve as a positive force for change. And whereas during this week, volunteers across the nation are honored for their dedication and service, demonstrating that every individual has the ability to make a meaningful difference in building healthy, strong, and vibrant communities. And whereas each year we recognize those who inspire service by generously giving their time, talent, and voice to support others, both in times of triumph and in times of adversity. And whereas our nation was founded upon a spirit of volunteerism, and the talents and energies of volunteers remain one of our country's greatest assets and a vital resource within the city of Kettering. And whereas for 47 years, the city of Kettering's volunteer program has been enriched by individuals dedicated to making Kettering a place people are proud to call home. Now, therefore, Brian Suddeth, Mayor of Kettering, Ohio, on behalf of City Council and the community, do hereby proclaim April 19th through the 25th, 2026, to be National Volunteer Week in the city of Kettering, Ohio. And we urge all citizens to recognize the invaluable contributions of volunteers and to consider opportunities to serve as we continue working together to create positive and lasting change in our community.
Thank you, Vice Mayor. Lindsay, for you.
Thanks, Lisa. National Volunteer Week is a time to recognize and thank the individuals who give their time, talent, and energy to make our community a better place. The City of Kettering is fortunate to have no shortage of those people. From enhanced daily operations to strengthening neighborhoods and expanding programs, our volunteers make a lasting difference every single day. That work is made even more meaningful by the dedicated city staff who work alongside them and the continued support of City Council. Thank you.
We're not done.
Well, we were cheering for Lindsay.
I will say I do feel bad facing this, but I know we need the microphone because really I want to address these folks over here. So created in 1983, our Mayor's Volunteer Service Awards are there to show the most valuable contributions. And so therefore, the recipients must be either a resident or perform their volunteer service. This year we have 3 different awards: a youth award, an adult award, and for the first time ever, a group award. So I'm going to start off with our youth award. You ready? Olivia, why don't you come up here and stand with me, my love? That way I don't have to stand by myself. You fix the I'm going to talk about you. And so I will tell you, all 3 of our winners, I've had an honor to work alongside, so I'm excited about that. So Olivia, let's talk about Miss Olivia. Miss Olivia is a student at Fairmont High School whose servant heart and quiet leadership had made a lasting impact on everyone around her. As a leader in Fairmont's Hope Squad, Olivia consistently shows up for her peers, whether that means supporting a classmate struggling with their mental health, guiding a younger student, or simply making sure every person in the room feels seen and valued. She is also known as the first to take on the thankless task so others can shine. Olivia is part of class council, the Neuro Kids Club, and will be volunteering this summer for Children's Hospital. Olivia is one of the most dedicated volunteers with Fairmont's Better Together Club, which connects students with disabilities with their peers. The moment she walks into a room, her presence is felt. She has a natural ability to make people feel confident, comfortable, and like they truly belong. In the classroom, she's known as a team builder who brings enthusiasm and warmth every single day. Someone teachers trust without hesitation to welcome, include, and lift up any student around her. Her teachers describe her as one of a kind, and it's easy to see why. From carrying bags, which is how I met this young lady, during the holiday food drive, to leading her advisory to gold status. Olivia gives of herself in many ways, both big and small, and she does it all without even being asked. She inspires those around her to ask not what is in it for them, but how they can make a difference. Olivia is truly deserving the recipient of the Youth Mayor's Award for Volunteer Service.
Very impressive. He's a superintendent, a principal, Mr. Byer, council, or the school board staff. You brought everybody out in one night, so congratulations to you at Fairmont. Congratulations.
And speaking of that, we will be having a little reception afterwards, so all of those very important people in your life are invited to come down as well. Now, we're going to go to our adult. Mike. Mike is the kind of volunteer. Oh, you got to come up and stand awkwardly like for a minute. Come on up. It's hard to just stand there when everybody's talking about you. Come on up. Mike is a kind of volunteer who does not just show up, but he leads, organizes, inspires, and gives everything he has to the people and community he serves. Mike has been a member of the Dorwood Optimist Club, which I know people are paying dollars now, since 2021, and has taken on nearly every role imaginable. Serving as the club president, presenting at the state level leadership conferences, co-chairing the Avenue of Flags and Christmas Tree Loft fundraisers, and co-editing the club's weekly newsletter. His impact goes far beyond these titles and committees. Mike works diligently with youth of our community, managing leadership workshops at Fairmont High School, helping select Outstanding Youth Appreciation Award recipients at both at Fairmont as well as at Alder, volunteering with the STEAM program and participating in the Kids Intervention Fairs and Fun Night. His commitment to investing in young people is evident in everything he does. Mike serves as a key committee member for the Mid-East Cross Country Association. Very good. The Kettering School Levy Committee, over here, and Veterans in Need and Sleep in Heavenly Peace program. He reaches across the community, is wide, and his reputation is consistent everywhere he goes. Totally committed, completely dependable, always kind, and deeply impactful. Mike embodies what it means to be a volunteer. He gives his time, his talents, and his energy, not just for recognition, but because he genuinely cares about the people around him. Kettering is a better community because of him, and he is the most deserving recipient of the Mayor's Award for Volunteer Service.
Dorwood and Coach here, Mr. Fire, like all the folks that he impacts, but I get to see him in my day job with his work as a mentor for veterans involved in the specialized docket in Montgomery County Police Court. And Mike, I don't know how he does all he does, but thank you for doing what you do for our community, for the veterans.
Last but certainly not least, this is the first ever group award, and it goes to Tangle's Hair Salon. So come on down, ladies. Not a hair out of place. Look at that. Man, you're some beautiful women coming up here.
Jason getting up seated with these people. Like, the guy that needs a haircut is sitting right amongst you. Now, okay. Connection.
Okay. So this way I get to look at you guys. This is awesome. Since opening their doors in 2011, the 8 women of Tangles have given back to the cornerstone of who they are. Denise, Mary, Melanie, Lori, don't tell me who's who, Madison, Jessie, Judy, and Kim have spent more than a decade pouring their time, talent, and resources into Greenmont Oak Park Food Pantry. Ooh, you might have to read. Every January, the stylists get together, creating and selling items out of their own pocket to support the neighbors in need. In November and December, they build up raffles, they rally their clients, they finish a year strong. With over the past 6 years, they've raised over $30,000 for the pantry and donated hundreds of items. I'm not even gonna look at you guys. But their generosity does not even stop there. Tangles has hosted a cut-a-thon for Alzheimer's research, raised funds for FLOC, supported local animal shelters, and donated gifts to the Kettering Fire Department's Christmas program. Their commitment to the community runs deep. And what makes Tangles so special is not the dollars that they've raised, it's the culture they've created. Every stylist, don't look at me, every client, every raffle ticket, and have donated a can of food as part of something much bigger, which truly, that's our committee, that was what impressed us. As the team put it themselves, they're blessed beyond measure by their generosity of their clients and are equally blessed to be in Kettering. So, congratulations, ladies.
Just special thanks to Lindsay and the committee for all the work you did to identify these great folks. And thank you again, and congratulations to all the volunteers who won awards tonight for all you do for our city. So with that, friends and family are dismissed to go downstairs for punch. Jackie will let you know how to be quiet on the way out. See?
There's no public hearings. And then, yes, public comment, and it's right here.
Mrs. Monahan.
Okay, moving on. Tonight we have no public hearings on the agenda, and that leads us to public comment on legislation. Anyone wishing to speak before council with comments or new information about the legislation on tonight's agenda may do so at this time. Each speaker is limited to 5 minutes. Speakers must state their name and address. Comments should be addressed to us here on council. If you have comments that are not about the legislation on the agenda, there will be an opportunity for those to be heard later in the meeting. This is for items on the agenda. If there's anybody who wants to speak on the agenda, now is the time. Okay, seeing none, we'll move on with the legislation tonight. We have no ordinances in second reading, so I'll move to resolutions, and I'll turn it over to the Vice Mayor.
Thank you. I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to purchase fitness equipment for the Kettering Recreation Complex and the Kettering Fitness and Wellness Center through competitive bargaining, negotiated quotations, or through sole source suppliers. The estimated cost and amount budgeted is $150,000. This is requested by Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Department, and I move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Mr. Greason.
Yes, Your Honor. This is part of the ongoing effort to replace old and outdated equipment at PRCA fitness facilities, including cardio machines and street training equipment. And equipment is standardized to match existing equipment, so it does require some sole source purchases. And I will pledge to use this equipment as much as possible in the next year.
I make no pledge. Any comments or questions for the manager? Hearing none, call the roll.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to use competitive bargaining and negotiated quotes to contract for the purchase of non-alcoholic beverages to be sold at the Fraze Pavilion. The estimated amount and the amount budgeted is $70,000. This is requested by the Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts Department. I move for approval.
Second.
Mr. Greason.
Yes, Your Honor. This is to support our upcoming Fraze season. We'd be glad to answer any questions that you may have.
I do commit to participating in this one at the Fraze. Any questions from Matt on this one? Hearing none, we can call the roll.
Ms. Duval? Oops, I'm sorry. Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to contract with IATSE Stage Employees Local Number 66 for stagehand and technical services for the Fraze Pavilion. This is estimated cost of $300,000. Amount budgeted is the same. It's requested by the Parks, Recreation, Cultural Arts Department. I move for approval.
Second.
Motion been moved and seconded. And again to you, Mr. Greason.
Yes, Your Honor. Again, to support the upcoming Fraze season, we work with the IATSE Stage Employees Local Number 66 for stagehand and technical services. In addition to this year, this contract also allows renewal options for 2023 and the 2028 Fraze season. Mr. Shearhart, do you have anything to add?
Just to clarify, the 2027 and 2028.
Thank you.
I'm just excited that we're talking about the Fraze, which means concerts are coming soon. Any questions for Mr. Shearhart, Mr. Greason? Hearing none, we can call the roll.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes.
I have a resolution authorizing acceptance of a donation from the Rotary Club of Kettering. The amount is $15,000. It is requested by Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Arts, and I move for its approval.
Second.
Mr. Greason.
Yes, I'm going to let Mr. Shearhart talk about this great donation.
Thank you, Mayor. This is a donation from the Rotary Club of Kettering. They are interested in having a recognizable asset in the city of Kettering, recognizing their contributions. They have landed on a water fountain to be installed at the pond at the corner of Lincoln Park and Ackerman Boulevards that will actually have a light associated with it as well. This cost will cover the cost of the installation of the fountain as well as the lights and a plaque. and a little bit of extra cash there for ongoing maintenance and capital.
Excellent. Good news. Any questions? Seeing none, we call the roll.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution for adopting the City of Kettering's comprehensive plan. This is brought to us by the Planning and Development Department, and I move for its approval.
Second.
Mr. Chudowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This very important document about land use in the city over the next 20 years is brought to you today by the efforts of Planning and Development Director Robillard and his team. Tom, if you'd like to brief council on this particular matter.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. This resolution is to adopt the City of Kettering Comprehensive Plan. The Comprehensive Plan, our blueprint for growth, is a long-range roadmap for guiding growth, investment, and quality of life in Kettering. It translates the community's vision, value, and policies to inform land use, housing, transportation, parks, economic development, and public infrastructure decisions. As a policy guide, the plan will help the City Council, boards and commissions, and staff align daily actions and future investments with the unified vision for Kettering's continued success. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
I just want to say thank you. I know those of us who have been here longer than a few months have been a part of this process for almost 18 months. And it's exciting to see that come to fruition, and just the plan, the charts, the graphs, the research, to have that in our hands, and even to begin to have discussions about how that plan impacts the decisions we're going to make in the weeks, months, and years to come is very exciting. So thank you to you and your team for all the work that you've put into it these last 18 months to get here.
Great, thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Robillard or Mr. Chudowski? It's very exciting. This is my favorite vote of the evening. So hearing no other comments or questions, we can call the roll.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes.
I hope you like this vote, too. It's very exciting. I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to accept and expend a lead hazard reduction program grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The estimated cost is $1.7 million. This is requested by the Planning and Development Department, and I move for approval.
Second.
Mr. Chudowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Previous legislation was about the future. This legislation is about the past and its implications today. This program is run through Planning and Development, and I would ask Director Robillard to brief council on this legislation.
Thank you. This resolution will authorize the city manager to accept and expand the lead hazard reduction program grant from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. It is for $1.7 million, $1.3 million for lead remediation, and another $400,000 to help assist in other remodeling efforts for our Kettering residents. This grant will be expended over a 4-year period, and we hope to assist at least 40 homes with these funds. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions on this one? Hearing none, we can call the roll.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mayor Sudduth?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a demolition grant agreement for the property located at 3936 Marshall Road. The estimated cost is up to $50,000, and the amount budgeted is $50,000. This is requested by the Economic Development Department. I move for approval.
Second.
Mr. Chudowski.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This particular legislation brings the past and the future together and proves that all roads lead through planning and development. So I would ask that Mr. Robillard brief council on this item as well.
The property is at 3936 Marshall Road. It is the former Dragon City restaurant at the corner of Stroop and Marshall Road. We've been working with the property owner for a couple months now to address the issues at that property. we offered this grant program to assist in demolishing that property, which he has applied for. The program pays for half the cost of demolition up to $50,000. I'll be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you for that. And this is located right in the middle of one of those opportunity zones we've identified in the strategic plan or the comprehensive plan we just spoke about. I've spoken to numerous property owners and business owners in the area, and they're excited about just that first piece of that already happening. So thank you. Any other questions for Mr. Robillard or Chudowski? Hearing none, we can call the roll.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to use competitive bargaining and negotiated quotes to contract for stage painting services at the Fraze Pavilion. The estimated cost is $50,000. The amount budgeted is the same. It's requested by the Public Services Department, and I do move for approval.
Second.
Mr. Bergstresser.
Thank you, Your Honor. The 2026 CIP budget includes $50,000 to paint the main stage at the Fraze Pavilion. The stage surround is faded over the years and the paint is peeling off the surfaces. Therefore, painting is needed, and we recommend approval. Be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Hearing none, we can call the roll.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to use competitive bargaining and negotiated quotes to contract for custodial services at various city facilities. Estimated cost is $32,000 and is requested by the Public Service Department. I move for its approval.
Second.
Mr. Bergstresser.
Thank you, Your Honor. This resolution is to approve the quotes for seasonal custodial services at various city facilities, including the Fraze, Civic Commons, and Poland Farm for the calendar year 2026. The contract also provides for 2 additional renewal options for 2027 and 2028. Be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? We can call the roll.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a cost-sharing agreement with the Board of Education of the Kettering City School District for the Safety Section Program for the 26-27 school year. This is brought to us by the Engineering Department, and I move for its approval.
Second?
Mr. Bergstresser.
Thank you. The city and the school board share in the cost of adult crossing guard services for various designated intersections and school zones as part of our Safe Routes to School program that we provide to Kettering elementary schools. The city will bill the school for their reimbursement of their share, which is approximately 50% of the cost for the program. Be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into a full-service street lighting agreement with Miami Valley Lighting, LLC. The estimated cost is $400,830. The amount budgeted is $383,000. This is requested by the Engineering Department, and I move for approval.
Second.
Mr. Bergstresser.
Thank you, Your Honor. This resolution will allow the city manager to enter into a contract with Miami Valley Lighting, LLC for full-service lighting on various streets and public grounds throughout the city. The contract is for 7 years, retroactive to January 1st of this year and ending on December 31st of 2032. The previous contract that we had with Miami Valley Lighting ended at the end of last year. The city, along with 23 other municipalities around the greater Dayton region, participated in joint negotiations with Miami Valley Lighting for approximately the last 12 months on a new contract. The contract negotiations recently concluded, and city staff is recommending council authority to enter into the new contract. Be happy to answer any questions.
And we spoke about this briefly in workshop earlier, but just want to again thank you for joining the team at Miami Valley Communications Technology Group with Jay to finish this negotiation strong on behalf of these 24 municipalities. I know there's a lot of work on your plate, and just thank you, Steve, for all that work.
Sure. Thank you.
Any other questions for Mr. Bergstresser on the topic of street lighting? With that, we'll call the roll.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to apply for a Priority 1 grant from the Ohio Department of Public Safety, Division of EMS. There is no estimated cost or amount budgeted, and this is requested by the fire department. I move for approval.
I second.
Mr. Greason.
Yes, Your Honor. The Kettering Fire Department utilizes a comprehensive records management system that meets state requirements for electronic EMS reporting. Because we do that, that enables the city to apply for this annual grant. Grant funds will be used to purchase emergency medical equipment, and I invite the chief to add anything he would like.
Typically, this grant is awarded for around $2,000 to $4,000, and we can use it for EMS equipment or training. So that'll be the purposes of it if awarded. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief. Any other questions? Call the roll.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution authorizing the city manager to contract with PNR Communications for the purchase of a Locution AXS console computer for the Kettering Dispatch Center. The estimated cost is $77,422. The amount budgeted was $93,400. This is being requested by the fire department. I move for approval.
Second.
Mr. Greason.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a critical piece of equipment in both our dispatch center and our stations. I invite the chief to explain a little bit what we're doing here.
This was a major technology system that we purchased with the modernization of the new stations, so it allows our dispatchers to stay in contact with the 911 callers, and then it's computer-aided voice that dispatches us on the type of alarm and where the alarm is. That equipment is aged and it needs to be replaced, so this is replacing that. That has reduced our call processing time significantly for emergency incidents.
Any questions? Call the roll.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
I'm especially proud to read this resolution authorizing the city manager to opt into the national opioid settlement with 6 remnant defendants, including the execution of all documents relative to participation in said settlement. I do move for its approval.
Second.
And for this, I'll refer to the city attorney, Ms. Paspalone.
Thank you, Your Honor. This resolution is similar to others you've seen in the past. Several years ago, the state of Ohio and many local governments entered into a coordinated effort to file lawsuits against entities within the opioid pharmaceutical supply chain. Other states and local governments across the nation have done the same to attempt to hold these entities accountable for the damage caused by the opioid crisis to our communities. These entities have, in many cases, chosen to negotiate settlements, and this resolution would authorize the city to opt into another one of those settlements to get Kettering's share of that settlement allocation. This resolution is brought by the Law Department, and I recommend its approval, and I'm happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? Hearing none, we call the roll.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Ms. Duval?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arbor?
Yes.
Mayor Sedith?
Yes.
Your Honor, I have a resolution to make supplemental appropriations for current expenses and other expenditures of the City of Kettering, State of Ohio during the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2026. The amount budgeted is $1,985,000. This is a net transfer. The amount budgeted was, the estimated cost is $1.9 million. The amount budgeted $0. This is requested by the Finance Department, and I move for its approval.
Second.
Mr. Greason.
Yes, Your Honor. These supplemental appropriations are essentially appropriating funds for things you approved tonight or recently. So the first is additional funds for street lighting services. A supplemental appropriation of $18,900 is connected to the negotiated agreement with Miami Valley Lighting. The contract includes a 5.5% increase over the amount currently budgeted for 2026, and that is in the general fund. In the Parks and Recreation Fund, there's a supplemental appropriation, additional funds for street lighting services of $1,100, also requested in connection with the updated Miami Valley lighting contract. Earlier tonight, you accepted a donation from the Rotary Club of Kettering for a beautiful fountain in our beloved Lincoln Park. And so we need a supplemental appropriation of $15,000 to expend those funds, as outlined in the legislation request. Additionally, in the CDBG fund, we need $1.7 million. In total, it's a $1,950,000 supplemental appropriation, $1.7 million to expend funds awarded directly to the city by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development for the lead hazard reduction grant. You approved that earlier this evening. And $250,000 to expend funds awarded to the city through the Ohio Department of Development Home Investment Partnership Program. You previously approved legislation to accept and expend those funds. You did that on January 13th. Be glad to answer any questions you may have regarding these supplemental appropriations.
Hearing none, we call the roll.
Mr. Palmer?
Yes.
Mr. Gall?
Yes.
Mr. Sullivan?
Yes.
Ms. Arp?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
Mayor Sutton?
Yes. We have a few ordinances in first reading tonight, and I'll call on Vice Mayor Duval for the first one.
I have an ordinance to amend the text of various sections of the City of Kettering Building Code, and this is in first reading. Oh, I'm sorry, it's requested by Planning and Development Department.
Mr. Chudowski.
Yes, sir. This particular legislation that we're asking council to entertain provides for an official definition of the term permit, which does not otherwise exist within the current construct of our code. We look forward to council's consideration of this at its next meeting. Happy to answer any questions or concerns that you all may have.
Any questions for Assistant City Manager? Hearing none, to you, Mr. Sullivan.
All right. I also have an ordinance in first reading to levy special assessments for the construction and repair of curbs, sidewalks, drive approaches, and related appurtenances for the Golf Club Estates Phase 2, City Project Number 03-607C. This is requested by the Engineering Department.
Mr. Bergstresser.
Thank you, Your Honor. This and the next two ordinances in first reading are very similar. So this one is for the Golf Club Estates Phase 2 project, which was a 2025 CIP project. The ordinance will levy assessments for the construction and repair of curbs, sidewalks, and driver approaches for that project. The list of final assessments is on file with the Clerk of Council. We have completed the public notice requirements. No objections were received for the assessments. Residents will have, that are being assessed will have the option to pay cash until August 15th. All those not paying cash for their assessments will be therefore certified and sent to the county auditor for collection, which will show up on property tax bills beginning in January of 2027. I will note that the assessment amounts, the vast majority of the assessment amounts on this project and the next two are 10-year payback periods. So residents will have up to 10 years to pay back these assessments due to the high dollar amounts that they will be. Be happy to answer any questions.
Is Golf Club Estates almost finished?
Yes, Golf Club Estates is 100% finished.
Asking
Yes.
for all the neighbors who have asked us.
Asking for a friend, yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yes.
Any other questions for Mr. Bergstresser? And to you, Ms. Arbor.
I also have an ordinance at first reading. It's to levy special assessments for the construction and repair of curbs, sidewalks, drive approaches, and relative appurtenances for the 2025 Curb, Sideway, and Drive Approach Repair Program, City Project Number 05-125.
Mr. Bergstresser again.
Thank you, Your Honor. Same explanation for this ordinance. This is for our 2025 curb, sidewalk, and drive approach repair program. Happy to answer any questions.
And with that, Mr. Scott, the last one.
I have an ordinance in first reading to levy special assessments for the construction and repair of curbs, sidewalks, drive approaches, and related appurtenances for the 2025 East Whip Road Improvement Project. See project number 02-128H.
Thank you. Mr. Bergstresser,
Thank you, Your Honor. Really no other explanation other than this was a project that was completed in 2025 on East Whip Road from Bigger Road west to the corporation boundary with the city of Centerville. Same explanation for the previous two. Happy to answer any questions.
We'll talk about it again in a couple weeks.
Yes, we will.
Very good. With that, I'll call on Mrs. Hayslip for any certifications or petitions.
Your Honor, we do not have any certifications or petitions this evening.
And in record time, we made it through all 19 agenda items. And I will call on you, Mr. Greason, for the manager's report and community update.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be brief. Appreciate being able to follow a discussion about special assessments and highlight again our Tree Fest, a wonderful event. Although, Councilmember Sullivan, I don't think I could speak for the trees. I will say that I will be there planting trees. So please join us at Gentilly Nature Park, as Mr. Shearhart talked about, 9 a.m. to noon, Tree Fest. Tree Love, Saturday, April 18th, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. We appreciate the opportunity to partner with Eudora. This is a family-friendly event, and it's all about trees. So there'll be children activities, local arborists, live animals, raffle prizes, and the Eudora folks will obviously have the kitchen open 1 to 5 p.m. Please join us as we celebrate trees in our community. DEA Drug Take Back Day is Saturday, April 25th at the Kettering Police Department, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then lastly, it is our custom at these meetings to highlight the work we do to promote wellness in our community, and one of those things is our regular blood pressure clinic dates at Dayton Metro Library, Kettering Moraine Branch. The dates for April, May, and June are available on the screen. If anybody has any questions, they can contact the city administration offices. Be glad to answer any questions you may have.
Seeing none, wow, I just lost my place. Thank you. Seeing none, we'll open it up to public comment. This time, if you'd like to come speak before City Council, please come down to the podium. Each speaker will have a 5-minute limit. Speakers are asked to state their name and address. If there's anyone who would like to speak before City Council tonight, now's your time. Commissioner, a pleasure to see you tonight. And please send our regards to Commissioner McDonald, who I know had to leave.
Right.
Please extend our thank you for her being here tonight as well.
Certainly. So I am just presenting a proclamation as well, and very similar to yours, Councilmember Sullivan. So this proclamation is by the Board of County Commissioners of Montgomery County, Ohio. And whereas trees in urban areas are crucial for improving air quality, reducing urban heat island effects, maintaining stormwater runoff, and enhancing the aesthetics of our community. And whereas this year marks America's 250, or otherwise the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States of America by the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and the state of Ohio and local communities are participating in America 250 Ohio, coordinating activities across the state to mark America's semi-quincentennial. And whereas one of America's 250 Ohio's signature projects is Heritage Trees, with a special white oak tree planted in each Ohio county. And the white oak tree was selected because it is native to Ohio, suitable for all of Ohio's diverse climates, and will be a lasting symbol of America's and Ohio's history. And whereas the city of Kettering is the host site for the Montgomery County's Heritage White Oak, which will be planted on this Saturday, April 18th in Gentilly Nature Park. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of County Commissioners of Montgomery County, Ohio, does hereby proclaim April 18th, 2026 as America 250 Heritage Oak Day in Montgomery County and congratulates the city of Kettering, Ohio and the Gentilly Nature Park on housing Montgomery County's heritage tree. And it is signed by myself, Mary McDonald, who was here, and Judy Dodge. And I will be here at the event, so I look forward to it. So should I present it to you?
I'll take it. Thank you, Commissioner. Any other comments tonight? You guys have made it through the entire meeting. Okay. Hearing none, I'll ask Ms. Duval to begin the City Council reports this evening.
I have a few things, but I'll try and go fast to not hold us up. I am proud of how fast we're going. I am also looking forward to Tree Fest, but everyone has covered that, so I'll leave that out. Friday, I haven't heard anyone mention it, but it's the community celebration at Trent Arena for the girls' state championship basketball win, and I'm very excited about that. I'm not really a sports fan, but I really get into it in those moments, so I can pretend I'm a sports fan. It's a great team, and I'm very excited about that. I do want to say that I got a phone call this morning at 7:15 a.m. from a resident, and that's kind of never a good sign. But this morning, it was a wonderful call because they were complimenting the city on the least sexy thing ever. But all the sewer grates in the neighborhood had been cleaned, and they were thrilled out of their minds. They were so happy, and I want to thank the city staff for doing that. You made an entire neighborhood happy based on that 7:15 a.m. phone call. Lord help me. Also, I want to remind everybody, we have an election coming up. It is May 5th. It is a primary if you're associated with a party, but we also have the city schools bond issue that's on the ballot. Some of our residents will be voting on a new council member, which is pretty exciting. Please, everyone, get out and vote. If you don't know where you vote, you can look it up on the Board of Elections site. If you don't know how to do that, shoot me an email. I'll look it up for you. If you need a ride, I'll drive you. So please go vote. That is one of the most important things happening in the next couple weeks. And I think that's it.
Well, great minds think alike, because that's mostly the exact same things I was going to say. But I'll just echo Tree Fest. It's a tree theme today. Is, I think, my favorite weekend in Kettering. So Gentilly Park and then Eudora. It's so much fun. So if you've never been, I think this is the 4th year. Did you say that? I'm not sure. I believe it's our 4th year doing it. But I encourage you to go if you've never been. It's a lot of fun. But that's it for me.
So I want to invite everybody out to Rosewood Arts. They're having a special inaugural event. It's about cups. And so local Rosewood students and faculty and professional artists have all made these different cups. And it's a wonderful way to see how simple everyday object is a piece of art. It's open today. When you go into Rosewood, you don't even have to go in the gallery. It's just on the left side as you go in. And the other thing I want to bring up is I had great pleasure to go to the second graders of the Dayton STEM School last week. And these students come from across the area, but they spent their entire time focusing on the Kettering City Parks. And these 7- and 8-year-olds used the City of Kettering's comprehensive plan, which we just approved tonight, to propose their own park improvements. And they didn't just guess, they did surveys, they did community needs, they did site visits to build their case. So, and also some of our parks and fire department members were there to hear this. And they were so impressive with how they did their presentation in their beautiful new facility. And it was also great to hear all the teachers there were Wright State graduates because their professor was there. And so they're staying right here in the Miami Valley. So it is a reminder that our city's vision is keeping people here, even our future leaders. And they were amazing with their presentation. That's it.
I'll pile on the girls' basketball team. You cannot improve on perfection, which is an undefeated season with the state championship, so well done. It's springtime finally around here, and once again, I availed myself of one of the best benefits the city has, and that's the yard waste disposal yard. I took 5 hours in my yard picking up all the sticks from the high winds we've had this winter. And citizens, if you don't use that, shame on you, because it's a great asset that costs nothing.
Along with Sticking with the art theme and talking about Kettering City Schools, tomorrow night kicks off the Into Art Show. All 11 schools in Kettering City Schools, the art teacher from that school chooses students who show their creativity, and they launch this almost month-long program at Fairmont. You can go in. Tomorrow night is the opening reception. And to see the students and how proud they are of their artwork on display, and parents, grandparents, community members, I encourage you to attend this wonderful display and exhibition of our students' artwork. That's all I have.
That is really a fun event, by the way. When you mingle with 6-year-old artists and high school artists at the same time, and it's pretty impressive to watch the families just sort of gather around pieces, and it's just one of the best events of the spring. I know spring is here because I was in Lincoln Park today and the fountains are full. And when the water comes back, that just means that winter's over. Forget the groundhog. Water and the fountains at Lincoln Park is the official marker. I missed the memo. I would like to have been there, but it's there now. And it wasn't there Sunday. It's there today. I noticed. I'm very excited. Like Lisa answered the phone call at 7:15 this morning. Last week, I got a text from the police chief. You always want to answer a response from the police chief. And I had no idea what was happening. And then I find out it's simply a recruiting call for this year's Dancing with Kettering Stars. So I'm going on the record. I'm in. Chief and I spoke briefly. He was warned. I lack rhythm, style. I have 2 left feet. I've not danced since July of '97 when I married my wife. This could be an adventure, but I'm in. That's all we're going to say about it until November. All right? With that, we are finished with business, so no further business tonight before council. Our next regularly scheduled city council meeting will be April 28th, 2026, in this location, and tonight's meeting is adjourned.